Family, I hope everything is going well today. This is day 16, and I've been waiting for the credit union to give me a holler to see what's going on. Until then, we're just gonna go ahead and move forward. I'm gonna try to recap some of the things that I went over yesterday with an emphasis on one of the strategies that I'm adding to what I'm working on with the HELOC, the HELOAN, all in one whenever one of them comes through. In general, again, I'm a political economist. I am not a financial planner or a certified any type of professional. I'm just helping you to go along with my journey. I'm not an attorney and I'm not a tax advisor. So thank you very much for joining me along this journey in general. So this is day 16, and I just want to go back over, like I said, one of the things that I went over yesterday is still be a little bit more in depth as a strategy that I'm using. Okay. All right. Oh, got something in the oven. Let me grab that right quick. All right. Be right back. Sometimes you get lonely. You get lonely. You get lonely. And I cry. All right, all right. I did some crying, but no more, no more. Now I understand a little bit more about this interest thing. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you very much for being patient with me. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and look at this. All right, this is day 16, and one of the things that I did was reduce my federal taxes. So I'm willing to get more now and put that toward the HELOC, the HELOAN, or the all-in-one mortgage, and then come back and pay at the end of the year Uncle Sam his cut. But I think that's going to help me with some additional savings. Doing the HELOC strategy all-in-one velocity banking is all about cash flow. So I'm trying to see what areas that I can get the cash flow coming in. So at the end of the day, that we can try to get this moving. All right, just welcome introductions, my story, my consulting group, working with individuals to improve their credit. So I help with small micro loans and also put individuals on my credit, then boost and increase their credit. My story, I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, public housing. I was 20 when I graduated from school. So it's a blessing that I'm still here. There was an accident, well, not necessarily me, but a drunk driver hit the automobile that I was in. I generally was sitting there at night reading, and one night, voice told me to get out of the vehicle. I ignored it. The second time the voice came back, I listened reluctantly, went into the house. 2 minutes later, drunk driver came and totaled the vehicle that I would have been sitting in. In addition to your cash flow and looking at your budget, one of the things that I wanted to point out is just some of the basic things that you have and items that you use also can have an impact on your lifestyle and your finances. I used this example for Burger King previously, but this was the most recent coupon I got in 2004. So in 2020, two burgers, three fries was $3.99. They increased 50% in 2023, and now it has increased 75% in 2024. So one of the things you also want to look at, some of the small things that may seem like not much, but it could creep up into your budget. Another one was the payment that I used for telecommunications. It increased only in 1 year 52%. So the feds are looking at 2% increase in interest rates and inflation, but we're really experiencing some larger increasing outside of other things. Just a quick definition again, a HELOC is a home equity line of credit, also known as a HELOC, is a line of credit secured by your home that gives you a revolving credit, just like kind of like a credit card, to use for large expenses to consolidate high interest rate debt and other loans, which I'm trying to consolidate all three of my properties. We talked about the three properties that I have, how much is remaining, the years that are remaining, and the average interest rate. So this is what I did. Beginning the first of the year, my net biweekly pay was 16, 17, 47 every 2 weeks, a total of 32, 34 after taxes, insurance, and other things. Now I switched that to where now I'm bringing home 1686.70. That's a total of 333.73. So that's an additional 138 a month. And as I mentioned earlier, velocity banking using all-in-one or the HELOC is about cash flow. So I've increased my cash flow by $138.46 per month, $1,661 for the year, and I'm maybe going to put this on a 5-year plan. According to some of the others that I looked at, you can possibly pay your mortgage off in 5 to 7 years. So if I put this on that additional amount in maybe 3 or 4 years, then that can really help reduce the mortgage. So here I made a comparison. So prior to my $138 taxes that I now bring home, if I looked over a mortgage over a 5-year period, then the interest that'll be paid would have been 40,276, and 10,494 would have went to the principal. By simply making that one change of 138, now 38,900 went to the interest and 20,000 went to the principal. Now we're going to look at an amortization schedule of that same payment. You can see to my left, for the first year, you can see that an ending balance is 143,134. And you can see in the first year, you're basically paying the principal in general. Now you can see the total interest for 1 year, or the total interest, I'm sorry, for the entire loan is 159,625 without the extra 138. But if I continue to do that 138 for the entire life of the loan every month, just that simple 138, the interest would be $107,000. So that's a savings. That is a good savings, a savings of about $52,000. Now, again, I'm gonna still pay my taxes at the end of the year. Now I'm just using them earlier, paying Uncle Sam the cut that they get for funding services, programs. Definitely want to make sure those things are taken care of. I grew up in public housing. I lived off food stamp, Medicaid, Medicare, WIC, Medicaid, and WIC. So I use government programs. I'm glad the government was there to help out when it was needed. Also looking at now I'm looking at a 30-year fix. So looking at the 30-year fix without the tax payments to my left, and the 30-year fix with that additional 138. And this is over a 5-year period. And you can see how much will go toward the interest, 40 versus 38. So yeah, again, just wanted to show some savings. So the next step, prepare for day 17, continue to do my research, just strengthen my relationships with the clients that I have and move toward evidence-based practices and cultivate relationships with researchers, citizens, just everyone who's kind of willing to listen. Thank you very much again for stopping by and just listening as I continue to try to help the community understand at least what I'm going through and put as much information as I can out so that you can make an informed decision as to if you're going to use a HELOAN, a HELOC, or all-in-one mortgage. All right. Well, thank you very much for stopping in and really appreciate your time. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.